No, this week has been tough, I think, for all of us because the results didn't go our way. And I think we can only have ourselves to blame because I think we've done well in the game. Just a few nyana mistakes that cost us the game, but it has been tough for all of us. But I think right now our heads are still in the game because we still have 2 games, and I think even now the guys I think are back into great mood because we've got a very important game that's coming. So I think we need to shift our focus to that game and not dwell on that. But still difficult to take.
And also judging by some of the comments, even from some people who really understand the game, not necessarily from South Africa, they've been very impressed with you, the role that you play. Some even feel that maybe you're more deserving of playing even in a more advanced role.
Obviously it's always nice to hear good comments coming from people because it shows that they really watch the games, they really support us as well. And obviously, personally, I can be happy, but at the end of the day, it's about the team because if I can play well and the team doesn't win, so I don't think that's something that I'll take it to head. But it's a collective, and we're representing our nation, which is South Africa, and everybody expects us to win. That's the pressure that comes with that. And I think if we can just all apply ourselves and in the next game and make sure that we don't dwell on the past game. And it's always nice to hear good comments from people, and hopefully those comments can help us in the next games that are coming.
Let's talk about the difference between the first half and the second half. According to you, what are the differences? Because just from us on the stands, it's easy to talk about the chances created, the penalty missed, but you will talk more about the intensity, the weather conditions, how they differed in the 2 halves.
I think in the first half, I think we played quite good. We created some chances, like you said. I think if we can convert those chances that we create, I think we can head a lot of teams because we do create chances, which is a positive thing. We just need to bury them. And in the second half, I think credit must go to Mali. I think they changed their press and the personnel as well. They changed the way they pressed us in the first half. And I think it took us time to adapt in terms of that. And they had already scored 1 goal. And obviously a second goal, and now we've got mountain to climb to be able to equalize. And I think it was already late because after scoring those goals they started sitting deep, make sure that we don't get those spaces to head them. And obviously they knew that we want those balls behind, and they dealt with those balls unlike in the first half. I think the press, I think, made a difference in the second half. The way they pressed us, I think it worked well for them and took us time to adapt and change our approach. And it was already late.
What can you say about your role, especially how it has evolved and changed, especially in the last 2 seasons under Coach Rhulani, and the emphasis on how he wants you to play?
It has changed on how other left backs play because me playing that role, it helps us to gain more numbers forward because it pushes the other midfielder into the next area as soon as I invert. So, and now the opponent's midfielders are focusing on me whilst they're like these spaces for our 10s, our 8s, and I think it helps in terms of that. And obviously for rest defense as well. You find wingers that are cheating already. I'm there, and I can confront the cheating attackers or whoever is there. So, and it helps to cover short distances into defensive positions. So I think I've managed to. It took me a while also to adapt to that position. But right now, I think I understand it, and I'm learning every day. As much as I watch games, I watch other teams that play.
Who do you model it on?
No, obviously, Zinchenko, I think is killing that role. Even Cancelo at Man City was killing it. More Zinchenko, because I think he does it very well at Arsenal, and you can see it isolates. The winger is always 1v1, because the winger can't come back and defend, because the winger is focusing on me or the midfielder. So it's always 1v1, unlike 2v1 with our player with two defenders. So it helps in terms of that. And when you've got the width, this game I was playing with Maseko, it helps him to be in that 1v1 with the fullback, unlike with their winger and the fullback, because their winger is focusing on me. So I think it helps in terms of that. And yeah, I've been enjoying it at Sundowns, but here we play a little bit different, because obviously Coach Hugo wants us to play a certain way, and obviously that's his philosophy, and I have to adapt to that and help the nation as well, because at the end of the day, it's Coach wants what he wants, and we're gonna stick to that.
But also, in as much as the coach wants you to play differently, but I look at how you build up, even things starting from Rhulani as well, especially Yusanov has been dominant in the team. There's still the sense that you are influential in how you play, still similar to the club.
Obviously we know each other from the team. I know where to go, and I know where would Debza or whoever in the team would go. But even here, like, we've been together for so long, for 2 years now with Coach Hugo, and we know each other very well. We complement each other very well, and like I said, even when I'm playing differently here, I can still adapt, and I can still do what the coach wants me to do, because as long as it helps the team. And like you said, we've been together for long, so we know each other very well, and I know where to get the ball, where to open for the ball, and where I'm going to get the ball already here, because we've been together for so long, and it helps.
And how much of the constant participation at the higher level on the continent has also helped to elevate your game in terms of what the coaches want you, and you are tested almost not week in, week out, but every month?
I think it helps. It helps playing in the Champions League in Africa, because we meet more or less same players. Players from Al Ahly, there's players from Zamalek, players from, some we play with them in the PSL, especially from Namibia. So it kind of helps, and the experience, how they play, how they close other positions, how they react, because you're familiar with those kind of players, because when you play in Mali, there's Dieng, so you try and build the profile of their players around Dieng, because we know him from Al Ahly, we know how he plays, we know what he does. So even though that obviously they're not the same, but they have similarities that you can always try and check them. So I think it helps, and it helps here in the national team as well, because like I said, more or less same players that you come across with.
One of the things coming to this tournament was just Percy and Shishi and Rhulani, who were in the last AFCON in Egypt. But on the other side, when you look at it, there's a number of you guys either been to under-20 World Cups, Olympics, and some even under-17 World Cups. So the international experience is in abundance. How has also this helped in terms of shaping you guys? Because that first half, the way you started, there was no fear.
I think credit must go to Coach Hugo. He made sure to mix experienced guys with youngsters, and some that have got international experience. Like you said, we were fearless in the first half. We could play the ball, we could play our normal way. We didn't play into their strengths, which would have affected us. And the messages they passed, they told us about the last AFCON. We did this, we came out quarterfinals. Right now, we need to better that. This is what happened. This is what they do. This is how AFCON is all about. Because most of us, this is our first AFCON, and we enjoying the experience. And obviously, the nerves are gonna be there as soon as you enter the field. Because this is a huge tournament. You can feel it around when you hear that AFCON is in Ivory Coast. So they help in terms of that. And the other guys that played in the junior ranks, of course, some of the players we see from other countries, we played against them in the junior ranks, and we still meet again here in the AFCON. And yeah, it helps with that experience. Like you said, you could see in the first half, like, we were fearless. We knew what we wanted to do, and I think had we scored, we took our chances, would have been speaking a different story right now. But yeah, we can't dwell on that.
Yes, that also brings in the element of being consistent, qualifying for the AFCON regularly, and with the next AFCON looks like to be scheduled for next year, and qualifiers starting in the next few months. Surely it's one of the conversations when we're in this room that, gents, we've got to be here regularly.
Yeah, I think it's important to qualify for this kind of tournaments because you build up, even let's say I make the next AFCON, already I know.
The World Cup.
Even the World Cup, yeah, I already know what to expect because, I've been in this space before. So I think, like you said, it's very important to qualify for these tournaments, make sure that we do well in them and gain that experience because, like I said, we've been together, more or less same group for the past 2 years. Imagine if we still keep it this way, qualifying for tournaments, participating in these tournaments. I think somewhere like we're gonna be able to compete and make sure we try and win it as well because that's what the nation wants, and I think that's what we need in South Africa, especially with all the things that happen in South Africa. I think sport unites people, and the more we win, the more we make people happy, we make families happy, and more problems. We don't really experience more problems because we'll be a happy nation, with happy people, and it will help our sport even to grow further and get that recognition going forward. So yeah, I think it's very important to qualify for this kind of tournaments.
I know you play for newly crowned African Football League champions, very ambitious, once at their second star. Also there's a strong opportunity, very big opportunity of possibly playing in the newly created expanded Club World Cup next year as well. But also, when you perform consistently like here, you're also attracting offers overseas.
Wow.
And I guess it's every child's dream on the African continent to reach those shores.
Yeah. Funny enough, after the game, that guy from Mali asked me, where am I playing? I said, I'm playing in South Africa. I said, no, my friend, you need to go overseas. So that's what he said. Then I was like, oh, okay. Actually, there are a lot of opportunities here. I think, like I said, this is a huge tournament. Being broadcasted is it Sky Sport in England, UK. Yeah, it shows how important the importance of this tournament and the scouts, the network. Millions of people are watching this tournament, and you'll never know who's watching. And I think it's up to us as players, to raise that hand, to be able to, get that recognition. Like you said, it's every child's dream. It's been my dream ever since I was a kid. To play one of the big teams to play for one of the big teams in the PSL and make it abroad and play for Bafana Bafana as well. So I think it's up to us as players because the scouting department is very huge here. It's closer to Europe. It's not far from Europe. And yeah, you'll never know who's watching, and it's up to us to raise that hand.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, yeah.
Who's this player? who came to you?
I forgot his name, but the winger that came on second half with the dreadlocks.
Not the one who replaced Buso.
No, the one who replaced Yang.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. He was a wing at the left foot. Yeah. He came to me after the game. He asked me. Yeah. He said it from the bench. I thought you playing over. That's what he said. So I was like, oh, okay, no. I'm inside. Yeah. So, yeah.
On the light side, we visited the Namibians, and they chased us away yesterday. For the tactical session.
Okay.
So we had to go somewhere and then come back when they were done. I guess it talks to the rivalry about Sunday's game.
Yeah. It's a huge one. Even when we're still playing in our league back home, we're talking about this with Peter. I was like, Chance, please go easy on us. We're like, no, you guys must go easy on, because we're all from the south. So, it's gonna be a tough one, hard running team. I don't wanna lie. We watch their clips. They work hard. They work for one another. You can see they really want to qualify for the next round and make history. And so so even us, we also want the same thing. So we just have to match up the fight, the intensity, make sure we take our chances. And I think if we can be able to match that, to match them in terms of that, I think we've got a strong team, got good players. And I think we have a chance, but it's not going to be walk in the park. They're a very difficult team.
And they look good. The mood looks good.
Yeah, I think it helps also to have a good camp. The chemistry, it helps, and because we hear all of us, we can see them even when they go eat, when they gym, when they travel for training. You could see like they're a very united team, and we're looking forward to that challenge.
And finally, how is the life here in the village?
Yeah,
it's not every day. Normally you just be in a hotel, and not in a place like this. But even when we're driving here, you feel that this is a tournament mode.
I don't want to like Red must go to Ivory Coast. They've prepared well for this tournament. You could see like they've been preparing. Stadiums are new. Here where we are staying, it's so nice. It's so refreshing. Like in the room, like you can chill in the lounge, you can walk and play PlayStation, the gym is here, everything is here. The hospitality has been very good. The people here are friendly. I'm learning some French now.
Mon ami.
Mon frère, bonjour, every day, bonjour, comment ça va?
Say bonsoir.
No, bonjour, comment ça va?
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning.
Je t'aime?
Oh, and you tell, no, I'm trying. So, I'm learning some French, and hopefully I'll be fluent when I live here. But the place has been good, and
ahead of that league move.
No.
What's your message to the nation ahead of Sunday?
We just want to ask them to keep on supporting us, keep on pushing us. I think we are all in this, and we want to win as much as they do, and want to make them proud. And we're gonna try our level best to be able to qualify for the next round, and win out, try and get the result actually in our 2 remaining games.
To the young kids that have just passed their matric from School of Excellence, the part you've also been part of.
I just want to congratulate the matriculants, for their final result. My sister involved, she got a bachelor's degree. I'm just happy for her. And School of Excellence, where I come from, I hope you guys did well, and everyone in the country. And those who didn't make it, it's not the end of the world. You can still do something with your life, and you can rewrite, you can, there are so many ways. So I just want to wish them well in their future endeavors, and
The postman.
Yeah. Okay.